This is a meeting of the Darien 2020 Bicentennial Committee, Wednesday, July 14th, 2021 at 11 o'clock. And happy Bastille Day, everybody. And thanks everybody for sticking it out for these past 2 years. All our various subcommittees have been meeting virtually, so they've been a super help. Some bad news is that Mia is moving in August, so she'll no longer be with us as a member of the committee. This may be her last maybe her last meeting here. But thank you, Mia, for everything you've done. You've been at it since the beginning, over 2 years ago, whenever that was, helping us out, and especially representing the Mather Homestead. So thank you very, very much. I know everybody here appreciates what you've done.
Thank you, everybody, and Al, for your leadership.
Okay. Maggie is on vacation till August. I just said Claire and Sarah won't be attending. And I think I said this last time, Cheryl Williams resigned. She has an increased workload on the Chamber of Commerce, so she didn't think she could devote her time to the 2020 committee. So we do not have the approval of minutes. We'll do that. The May minutes, we'll do that next time. We have, I think I mentioned this, we have a new social media director. Michelle Saldivar got a new job. So Leslie Osborne is our new social media person. And she's been already posting on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. She posted some stuff about the cake, and she posted a couple of things about Anniversary Day and the beach festival. So she's working out really, really well. That's a critical source. Shannon Silsby, I think I mentioned, she's the project manager for Heritage Trail. She's been doing a fantastic job as well. So we've had 2 new press announcements. We have a full-page ad in this month's New Canaan, Darien, and Rowayton magazine, announcing, hi Sarah, announcing all the events and that's going to take place for the rest of the year, and also giving a shout out to our sponsors. And we also, you should pick up Darien Neighbors, or I'm sure you get it in the mail. And there's a lot of big article that Claire helped write and Maggie helped write about the Bicentennial and all the events. Anyway, we do have a quorum now, and I'd like to welcome Dave Miller. Dave's a native Darienite. He raised his children here with his wife, Nina Miller, who maybe some of you know. Nina's been active in the Land Trust and also in the
Nature Center.
The Nature Center, correct. Dave taught at the Darien schools. He was a special ed teacher for, I think, the middle and the high school, Dave, is that right?
Mostly at the high school.
Mostly at the high school, but also he's taught history and English. He's also a member of the Mather Homestead, and he's a docent there. And he's a very active member for many years of the First Congregational Church of Darien. So in Mia's absence, after August, when she leaves, Dave will represent the Mather Homestead for the committee. And already Dave's been a big help on the Heritage Committee, or Heritage Event Subcommittee as a member of the First Congregational Church, and also as a member of the Mather Homestead, docent of the Mather Homestead. And I know I'm missing a ton of volunteer work that Dave's done over the years. So excuse me for that, but Dave, if you want to say anything.
Well, I thought I'd wait until after the vote, but I have prepared a short acceptance speech.
Okay, well, let's vote.
I think you've been very kind already, Al, and I think that's enough for now.
Okay, so is there a motion to welcome Dave as a member of the Bicentennial Committee? Susan?
Happily, yes.
Sarah's seconding it. All those in favor say aye or raise their hand.
Aye. I'm raising my hand.
That was Kate?
Yep.
Okay. All those opposed say no. Any abstentions? Okay, great. Welcome, Dave. We're so glad to have you a member. That's fantastic.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I think everybody and right. Sarah just did a chat. So if you put your chat screen on, welcome, Dave. So I think everybody got their third EDDM postcard. Thank to Maggie and Sarah for that. So as far as the events, the Memorial Day Parade, Libby was there marching with us, along with my wife, and Bob Pascal was there.
It was great with the float. It drew a lot of attention.
Yeah,
It
and the
was real
whaleboat
fun.
was fantastic. I think everybody had a good time. The kids loved the whaleboat. You know, the kids in the audience loved the whaleboat and loved the cake. They were like, really, we got so many applause on that. So that was a lot of fun. The Weed Beach Festive Nights. Jamie, do you want to do a debrief or?
Sure. I had a paper. I lost it. Anyway, so we had to make the decision, unfortunately, to postpone from Friday to Saturday because of the inclement weather, which caused us to have some changes, like less staffing, and we lost the DAF media coverage, which was going to be really cool because they were going to live stream it. But we were able to get some more volunteers involved. The committee was still able to be there, most of the committee, so that was wonderful. And we were very fortunate to have TV 79 step in and take the place of DAF Media, and they did coverage as well as put together a highlight reel, and that was available online as well as it showed on local TV for like days following. So we, in addition to that, we got local media on site. The Darien Times was there, as well as the Mosley Media photographer. So we had some really good media coverage, which was awesome. We got a lot of good, very, very positive feedback from various residents and town staff and departments, and for like the Board of Selectmen, everyone seemed very pleased with how it turned out. So overall, it was great. Saturday had beautiful weather. We were at capacity at 500, but we had a great turnout. Out of those 500, we saw a really good percentage of people show up and attend, which is always great. The band, we had really good feedback on the band, and the food. So Giovanni's, one of our Bicentennial sponsors, catered the meals, and we had really great feedback on that, as well as like the customer service side on their end. So we're very, very thankful to Giovanni's, one of our sponsors, for doing such a great job and being very easy to work with, which is always wonderful. I'm thankful for the committee members that were there to support the event. Thank you for your time, and it was wonderful to actually get together and host something. This committee has been more of this for a while, so it was really nice to be in person and be able to have some fun together. I think overall it was a wonderful success. I wish we could have had anyone who wanted to be there do so, but under the circumstances, I think the committee did the best we could, and it was really exciting to see it actually happen. And thank you everyone who was supportive and helped.
Yeah, it was really fantastic, and thanks Jamie and the Department of Parks and Rec for having this, and Kate Larson. She was there with the whaleboat, and she sewed over 50 tricorner hats for the kids. We were giving them out free to the kids. If anybody saw some of the pictures in the media, they look so cute with those tricorner hats. So that was all Kate Larson. Thank you very much. And Sarah Tina brought her kids up. They were selling merchandise, and they also set up. Lori's, we got the sponsors. Ravis was there. Giovanni's, of course, was Treat Self Storage was there. They had a lot of games for the kids, which was fantastic. Susan Marks and Susan Papson, they were setting up and cleaned up.
I'm having trouble hearing you. There's a lot of background noise. Maybe everyone could
Right.
mute while you're talking.
Yeah, can everybody mute? Is that better now? How is it now? Okay, Susan Marks and Susan Papson, they set up and cleaned up. Sarah and Shannon Silsby, they were manning the table for the Darien Foundation, but actually for the Heritage Trail and giving out stickers and magnets and stuff. That was really fantastic. And Carl and Karen Bocadoro, they dressed up in revolutionary garb. And of course, Maggie bought the whaleboat. Was fantastic. And the cake decorating was absolutely awesome. The kids loved it. I mean, it was such a treat to see them. I think the adults liked watching it more than the kids.
Yes, I should have given also a thank you to both Karen and Carl, as well as Sprout Chefs and Chef Lisa for doing the cake decorating. I think she made 76 cakes, if I remember correctly, and she baked all the cakes and everything. So very, very appreciative to her as well. And I agree, the kids had a lot of fun with that, which was fun.
I pity their parents at night. I'm sure they'll have a sugar high.
I would agree.
And so we do have some photographs. I think maybe I'll tie in with Susan. Maybe we can get them on the website, town website, the photographs that they took. Moffley Media Wizard taking some photographs. Anniversary day, we had about 60 to 70 people. A number of dignitaries showed up. Senator Bob Duff was there. Senator Billy Miller was there. Representative Terry Wood. Of course, Jamie Stevenson was there. Dave Martin, Monica McNally. I think Kit Coombs was there. It was really, really, the weather was fantastic. So it was good. Catherine Love and the DAR, along with the Masons, presented a plaque for Thaddeus Bell. We actually had a descendant of Thaddeus Bell, 13th or 14th generation descendant, come in from Massachusetts to attend. We had a fife and drum, 5 or 6 people, and they played, they had a musical prelude, but then they played taps at the end and they played Amazing Grace on the fifes, which was very, very nice. And Reverend Denise Terry did the opening and closing prayer. And we had the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts there as well. So it was fantastic. So our last event of the day, of the year, Heritage Day, October 23rd and 24th. Susan and I and me, a bunch of other people met with the police, and David was there as well. So we're going to be closing off the streets immediately adjacent to the First Congregational Church for the day, or not for the day, but from 10:30 to 1:30. That's when we're going to be reenacting the kidnapping of Pastor Mather. The First Congregational Church is all on board. We've got a narrator. I can't remember. Friendly. Dave, do you remember his name?
It's Bob Fatherly.
Bob Fatherly, right? And he is a descendant of Joseph Mather, right? Do I have that right?
Moses, yeah, well.
Of Moses Mather, right? So he's going to be the narrator. We may be having auditions, although anybody who auditioned will get a part. We are meeting on Saturday with Carol Claps, who is our director, to go over the script. We have Amy Allen from the Art Center. She's been involved. Of course, Dave is representing the Mather Homestead with Mia and Heather. And Denise Terry, she's the Reverend Denise Terry, a minister of the First Congregational Church, is on board. And then, of course, Maggie and the entire board of Museum of Darien is on board. So it's really going to be fantastic. We've got a lot of volunteers already. So that's that. There will also be an essay contest. So Keith Keeler, who is the chairman of the history department for the middle and high school, is sponsoring that. There'll be a winner from the middle school and a winner from the high school. And then the Friday before Heritage Day, on October 22nd, we'll announce the winner. And their essays will go into the time capsule. So that's it for the events. Anybody have any questions about the events? Really so far open? Yeah.
It's Kate. Just a quick question about Heritage Day. It's actually, the whole thing is on the 23rd with a rain date, the 24th, right?
That is correct, yeah.
Okay. My lawn guys are here, so they're making it hard for me to hear.
Okay. The whole thing is on the 23rd with the rain-in of the 24th. So the schedule is on both days from 10:30 to 1:30. We'll be at the Museum of Darien and at the First Congregational Church. So there'll be 8 stations at the Museum of Darien, exhibiting crafts and food and different things from the colonial period. Then at 12 o'clock, we're going to have the reenactment at the First Congregational Church. It'll be on the steps of the First Congregational Church. We're not going to do it outside. It's going to be on the steps. Like I said, the police are closing off that street immediately adjacent to the church. And that'll go till 1:30. And then everybody will go up to the Mather Homestead. And it'll be from 2:30 to 4:30 at the Mather Homestead. And there's going to be two events there. There'll be a reenactment of the raid on the well during the Revolutionary War, and kind of a demonstration of a battle or a skirmish between loyalists, or between the British and the American patriots. So the 10:30 to 1:30, it's down here at the First Congregational Church and Museum of Darien, and 1:30 to 2:30 will be at the Mather Homestead. We will have a cannon there. There'll be a whitesmith there, children musket drill, textiles and women's clothing. I think we're going to have a harp player. We may have a fife and drum, cooking demonstrations, a whole bunch of stuff. It'll be very, very cool. So projects, time capsule. Caroline, do you want to weigh in here?
Sure. I think we're done accepting submissions, although if any come in between now and Heritage Day, we can fit them in. But we basically have, I don't remember if we have all of the schools. Al, did they come in or no?
I think, yeah. So Bruce Clark, who's a history teacher at the high school, came over on his last day of school and gave me a whole big box of stuff. I think we got something from every single school.
Awesome.
So the 5 elementary schools, every grade level of the middle school, and every grade level of the high school. I think we got
That's
something.
great.
Yeah, it's really interesting stuff. Right,
Yeah,
and then we got,
in addition to
sorry.
that, we have a book. It looks, some of you have seen it at Weed Beach Fest, but we have a book where people were filling out like index cards and they were either writing messages or drawing pictures. So we're going to put all of that together along with some of the letters that we received. So that'll be kind of our community contribution. So if people still want to contribute between now and when we close it, that's fine. So we'll just kind of finalize that before Heritage Day, and then, I don't know, share what's going into it. We'll have to figure out exactly what we're doing with that
Right.
when we close it. It's not really
Yeah.
being carried or anything, as you know, but
Yeah, so when Maggie comes back, we'll decide on a date. We'll have like a closing ceremony. I mean, the committee will be kind of invited, definitely, and at the closing ceremony, we'll close up the time capsule. But for a date, we'll have to get Museum of Darien involved again when she comes back. But yeah, and we also have like the Darien New Canaan magazine. There was a big article about the Heritage Day, about all the events, and then in Darien Neighbors. So we're going to put that in there. We're going to put some pictures from all the events, probably the programs that we did for all the events. We'll definitely put a lot of stuff from the Heritage Trail in there. So I think we got a lot of good stuff going on. So the Heritage Trail, Shannon Silsby is doing an unbelievably job as program manager. I think, Sarah, you definitely agree with that. She is really just incredible. We're going to have a QR code. There's going to be an audio version that we're going to ask somebody from the Mather Homestead, somebody from the Museum of Darien, somebody from the Parks and Rec maybe to do Tilly Pond, to talk about the markers that going on there. The markers look fantastic so far. I think next meeting, I'll have like a picture which I can show everybody virtually of what it looks like. They look fantastic. We've got a logo, which looks fantastic, and magnets and stickers. It's really coming along great. Sarah, do you? Oh, and we're meeting with the Architectural Board next week, with the Board of Selectmen next week, and with Monuments and Ceremonies next week also, just to kind of, it's been 2 years since I met with them, so we're going to have just kind of an update, just to close the loop, cross the T's and dot the I's, I guess. So Sarah, what else we got?
I can't even tell you all how much energy and time Shannon is putting into this, and she's doing it like the amount of enthusiasm, and she's got such expertise in this because this is basically being a project manager, which is her background at Procter and Gamble. She's managed, and I mean, she's got these like spreadsheets about how much content and where we are. And I thought, have we shown everybody the logo, Al? I mean, the logo is really cool. And that was not to bring him together with a logo. I could probably pull one up, but we'll send it around. But like, there's a cool logo that says Darien Heritage Trail that will be on the markers. I think she's brought a lot extra to this, and I think the logo is going to bring them all together. We're going through like the coloring now, and they look really good. It's going to be fun. I'm really impressed by.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, did you explain that we have Ken also kind of reworking them and making sure, which is wonderful. Ken, who wrote the book, has signed on to kind of manage the content. So it's really doing, we were always a little worried, like, how's this all going to come together? And it's coming together like better than I could ever have imagined. So we're really grateful to Shannon, and I think it's going to be a really neat gift that the Bicentennial Committee and the Darien Foundation and all of you will have as like a gift that we give to the town for the 200th anniversary.
Yeah. So we're planning on the first unveilings is going to be right around October 23rd, if not on October 23rd, which is Heritage Day. And so we plan on unveiling Museum of Darien, the Mather Homestead, First Congregational Church, and was it possibly Tilly Pond? I'm not sure if there's another one, but definitely those three we're going to be doing right around Heritage Day. There's 9 total. We got an extra one this year, which is the First Congregational Church, which we're really excited about. So we're going to do at least 3 in October, maybe more, and then the rest probably first week in November, I think, what the schedule is. I think we're still fleshing out the schedule a little bit, but we want to have the first unveiling right around Heritage Day. Right, Sarah?
Yeah, Shannon cleverly, she's going to do, I think she's doing them in batches of 3. So it'll be the Museum of Darien, the Congregational Church, and Mather right around Heritage Day. And then I think Tilly and the other 2 downtown ones, and then the cemetery, the battlefield, and Rings End. And some will, I think she's very clever, so we're doing in 3, and then we'll have like ribbon cuttings and some fanfare. And so we'll do one of the ribbon cuttings kind of on a Saturday and make a fun event that kids, maybe that'll be the Tilly Park one that kids and families could attend. And one will be more of like a, tied into the Heritage Day. And then I guess we'll have the final wrap up one. But I think, she's brought a lot of stuff like this that we hadn't thought about, like, grouping them together and, palette color, and it's going to be really exciting. I'm so thrilled. So, and for Heritage Day. Yeah.
Yeah, and the company she's working with are very, very good too. Miranda, is doing the creative, so she's been back and forth, or we've been back and forth with them on some of the designs and everything of the logo, and actually the layout of it, of the colors and everything, and the fonts and the pictures, and it looks very, very impressive. Okay, Libby, do you want to just, I think we're really good on finances. I know I don't have all the invoices from Heritage Day yet. And I still have to process one that we owe Parks and Rec, but you want to give an update or?
Yeah, we're just moving along. No major things. We just got a bunch of money from the merchandising that Sarah's been selling, so that's good.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I put the deposit and a couple of invoices in this morning at Town Hall, so
Okay.
I think we're in good shape, and I think we were still waiting for a couple of sponsors that you were going to poke, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So we're waiting for a couple of invoices still, but I can tell you for the beach festival, we're well below what we had estimated. We had estimated at $7,000, and we're well below that. I still have to process $1,690 that I owe Parks and Rec for the band and some of the food and everything. But we're still well below the $7,000 that we originally estimated. For Anniversary Day, we estimated for $5,000 and we're also well below that. I'm waiting for an invoice from the cemetery cleanup crew that did that. But for both of those, we're well below those estimates. So yeah, so I think we're doing very,
great,
very
yeah.
well financially. And I'll put that all together for our next meeting when I finally get all the invoices. But
Yeah, and
that's it.
I'll
Also,
have a up-to-date spreadsheet, and accurate stuff.
and Sarah actually, well, it's good that, yeah, Sarah said she's still selling a lot of merchandise and she will be selling merchandise at the fireworks. She said, she emailed
Yep.
me. So that'll be good. And I think that is, yeah, that's all I have. This is a general discussion then. Anybody
Al?
wanna?
It's
Yeah.
Kate. Do you know
Okay.
if Sarah or any of her kids are going to be at the sidewalk sales?
I do not know that.
She didn't, I saw her yesterday, she didn't mention that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I can text her or email her. When,
I was just curious. I think
Yeah.
it's the
July
end of the month.
28th,
July 28th?
July 28th to the 31st are the sidewalk sales.
Okay.
Wednesday to Saturday.
Yep, I think that's right. Yep.
I'm not looking to create more work for her. She's already done an amazing job. I just was
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah, I'm not sure. She did email me and she said she would be at the fireworks, so maybe she isn't planning on it. She usually is real good about letting me know what's coming down the pike for selling merchandise. But
Because
she
the
said,
fireworks are postponed, right? Did I
So the
read that?
22nd, yeah.
Yes, they were supposed to be tomorrow, but they're postponed to the 22nd. But Sarah knows that.
Okay.
okay. So great. I mean, so far, every single event we've had, I think, has exceeded at least my expectations. They've been really, really a lot of fun. And I think Heritage Day is going to be awesome. And the Heritage Trail, like Sarah and I said, is really going to be something that everybody can be real proud of for many, many years to come. I think that's about it. Mia, I don't know if we're going to see you in August, or do you have a moving date, or?
Is it a special meeting or is it still a regular?
Well, and we're leaving sometime in August, but I'm hoping to be back for Heritage Day. I still have family in
Okay.
town, so
Okay.
I'll be back in the area hopefully.
So we
Mia, where are
just
you
have-
moving to?
Florida for now. Not till the fall though. So I'm
Are
going
you
to be
actually
somewhere
moving?
else.
Are you going? You're going on the road, right? Isn't that what you're really doing?
Going to France because we do every year, but for a couple months. But I'll be back, and I'm going to be in Florida probably. Yeah, but I'll be back up here. My dad's here. He's 95,
Wow.
and he's in Atria, and he's like the mayor. He was in the parade. You guys probably know him if you saw
You
him.
with the Grand Marshal one year.
He was Grand Marshal one year. Yeah. So I'll be around. But you guys have been so great to work with everyone, and Heritage Day has been so much fun. And but I'll see you, Al, on Saturday.
Yeah,
And
we're gonna
Dave.
go over the script.
Right.
Absolutely. So Lori, you came a little late. Mia's moving down to Florida, and Dave Miller's gonna be representing the Mather Homestead and the First Congregational Church. So he was just voted in as a member.
Yeah,
So that's
I'm sorry, I was late.
So
Another meeting.
we do have a meeting in August. I'm not sure if we have to have it, but then in September and October. And I think that's it, 3 more meetings. Is everybody good for this venue, or did you want to meet live at Town Hall, or we're good for this one? I can do either one, whatever you guys want. So we just keep it virtual?
Is this for August?
Maybe
August,
August
September.
virtual, September in person, depending on
Okay.
where we are.
Yeah,
Okay, let's do
I
August
think everyone's
virtual
going to
and
be traveling in August, but
yeah, I think
September.
that'd be good. September in person would be nice.
that'll be good. Yeah, it's kind of the last one. We should have it in person. And August will be virtual.
Wow,
Good.
the last one.
Well, maybe there's one in October. Yeah, we'll have one in October too. And then we are doing something in November, kind of a closeout, closing out the time capsule, but we'll have something at the museum. You know, refreshments and drinks and everything, just to gather one last time. Yeah, Lori?
So I'm thinking, you know, because of my full-time job that gets completely, yeah, it's just hard, but I'm thinking, we talked at one point about having the sponsors get together. I'm wondering if that's in November at the,
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would like to find somebody more creative than myself to maybe figure out or I guess I could use the Bicentennial logo. Did we ever have any stationery made with that or anything that we could send a save the date or a party invite to?
Just those envelopes. We don't have any stationery.
Okay. All right. Well, let's think of
Let's,
something.
you know what, let's, when Maggie comes back in
Do we have a
August.
date yet?
No, so Maggie is on vacation until the beginning of August, and the museum is shut down until August. So let's wait till she comes back, and then let's get together with Maggie, and we can plan something at the museum,
Okay.
and something in November with the sponsors and everybody.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Keeps.
And Al, the Friday before the Heritage Day.
Right,
We'll
so
have
Friday before Heritage Day, the reenactors are everybody is gonna be meeting at the Mather Homestead for like pizza and beer. The reenactors will be there, so everybody from the committee is invited. And everybody from, of course, Mather is invited. We're gonna have some people from First Congregational Church as well to be there. So it'll be good. The actual reenactors are, some of them at least, are gonna be camping out at the Mather Homestead. So it'll be pretty cool.
Should we
So
have the
this'll-
sponsors come to that instead of something in November?
I think something in November would be better.
Okay. I'll do whatever.
Because that's kind of a dedicated thing to a thank you. You know, the thing in November is going to be kind of a closeout and a thank you to everybody who's been so involved.
I have a question, just picking up on Lori's thought with the sponsors. Like, is the November thing going to be like a pizza party? Because I feel like if the October thing is a little bit more robust, maybe that we should invite the sponsors to that as a thank you. We could still invite them in November, but you know, it's kind of like a more of a perk, right? I don't know. I'm just saying, what is your thought, Lori, as a person who works with sponsors?
I think if the reason they sponsor is to get connected to the community and to be among people in the community, right? That's kind of why they put the money in. So the more opportunities we give them to meet and actually speak to people. I mean, I feel like they sponsored the beach day, but I don't know how many people stopped by their booths per se and how many set them up. But if you had some of the people that I'm thinking, they would love to come to some sort of an event like a cocktail party and mingle with people on the committee and, you know, the townspeople. That's kind of what they want. So if they can come the night before, maybe
Yeah.
that, and the other one becomes more of an internal thank you party to us.
I mean, we can invite, I'm certainly open to inviting them to both.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I like having them on the 23rd and the 22nd and 23rd because I feel like I'll have what I will do. I haven't talked to, I can't remember her name even, but I did see the big ad in the Darien in the monthly media, Darien Rowayton magazine. It looked great. And are they doing, I was going to make sure that I get copies of that and send it to the sponsors to make sure that they knew that that happened. Because did we have a little snafu where it wasn't in the last one, but it was in this one. But I'd love to say that and save the dates for the 22nd, 23rd of October.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. That
Okay.
sounds good. Also,
Okay.
they've been in like the program for the Weed Beach and also the program for Anniversary Day. We had a leaflet.
I didn't get, I don't think I got, I don't know if I have, do you have hard copies? Anybody have hard?
I got hard copies.
Okay, Al, you know where I live, Al. Just drop a copy.
Okay. I'll drop copies of those. Both of them had inserts for the sponsors. And
Yeah.
we do have another full page ad, Motley, coming up in the next edition.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
but we'd
All
love to have the
that, I will
sponsors come.
send a new email out to them and give them an update.
Yep, that sounds good. Anybody have
And
anything?
then Jamie, can we talk offline about one particular sponsor and how to handle it? We'll just, you and I can chat. Got it.
Okay. Anybody else? Thank you, everybody. Sarah, I'll see you at noon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Oh, yeah, motion to adjourn.
I second.
Okay, thank you. Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye, and
Aye.
I'll
Any
have
abstentions?
20 minutes
No?
out in our next call. Bye.
Unanimously approved.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Thanks, Jamie.
Right.